Hello, friend. Hello, friend. That's lame. Maybe I should give you a name. But that's a slippery slope. You're only in my head. We have to remember that. Shit. This actually happened. I'm talking to an imaginary person. What I'm about to tell you is top secret. A conspiracy bigger than all of us. There's a powerful group of people out there that are secretly running the world. I'm talking about the guys no one knows about, the guys that are invisible. The top 1% of the top 1%, the guys that play God without permission. And now I think they're following me. Now I'm being followed. The higher-ups don't like someone with my powers. In 3 short minutes, I destroyed a man's business, life, existence. I deleted him. But I'm only a vigilante hacker by night. By day, just a regular cybersecurity engineer. Employee number ER280652. I didn't exactly come to Krista. I was forced here, but I do like her. Hacking her was simple. Her password, Dylan2791. Favorite artist in the year in which she was born backwards. Though she's a psychologist, she's really bad at reading people, but I'm good at reading people. My secret, I look for the worst in them. I know she went through a divorce 4 years ago. I know she was devastated by it and has been dating losers on eHarmony ever since. Her most recent foray, Michael Hansen. I searched for him online, but nothing came up. No LinkedIn, no Facebook, nothing. Something about him bugs me, scratching that part of my mind again. But I'll hack him soon enough, I always do. Am I crazy not to like this guy? Among some of his Facebook likes are George W. Bush's Decision Points, Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen, and the music of Josh Groban. Must I really justify myself any further?
Working on that shit, you know?
His was the easiest to hack. Password was 1234567. I witnessed his first I love you with Angela over G-Chat. Then I witnessed the first of many infidelities with Stella B. I've thought about telling Angela, but she has shitty taste in men, and I'm not quite ready to see what comes after this just yet.
You like music, I like music. Maroon 5?
Plus, I can manage Ollie easier than the others. For now, anyway. Truth is, I shouldn't hate Ollie. He's not that bad a guy. He's too dumb to be bad. In fact, when I think about the really bad people... E-Corp. The largest conglomerate in the world. They're so big, they're literally everywhere. A perfect monster of modern society. The E might as well stand for evil. In fact, after a thorough intensive self-reprogramming, that's all my mind hears Caesar reads when they pop up in my world.
Together, we can change the world with
Evil Corp. Krista would have a shit fit if she knew I did that. But that's what they are. A conglomerate of evil. And now I have to help them. There he is, Terry Colby, the CTO.
I know it looks a little complicated.
Even though he's the head technology guy at one of the biggest companies in the world, he owns a BlackBerry.
All the traffic for your company. This is it, right here.
It also looks like he doesn't see a terminal very often. He's not a techie, he's a moron. An arrogant moron. The worst kind. Sometimes I dream of saving the world. Saving everyone from the invisible hand. One that brands us with an employee badge. The one that forces us to work for them. The one that controls us every day without us knowing it. But I can't stop it. I'm not that special. I'm just anonymous. I'm just alone. If it weren't for QWERTY, I'd be completely empty. I hate when I can't hold in my loneliness. This crying's been happening too often, every other week now. What do normal people do when they get this sad? They reach out to friends or family, I think. That's not an option. I do morphine. The key to doing morphine without turning into a junkie is to limit yourself to 30 milligrams a day. Anything more just builds up your tolerance. I check every pill I get for purity. I have 8 milligrams Suboxone for maintenance in case I go through withdrawals. Shit. I'm out again. Don't ever make decisions when you're on morphine. Instagram check-in for Krista up here, Elodie. Okay, Michael Hansen. Time to find out who you really are. They must have left a mark or something. Every hacker loves attention. They don't just do DDoS attacks for no reason. This is it. F Society. Is that supposed to be a joke? This was way too easy. They didn't hide it well at all. This notice from me. They're telling me to leave it here. But why? It doesn't matter. Time to shut them down. Why can't I delete it? I don't want to delete it. I want it to stay. What's wrong with me? I'll reconfigure the access to the root directory so only I can use it. No one will know. I'm crazy. I have to be crazy because that didn't just happen, right? This is a delusion. Is this a delusion? Shit, I'm a schizo. Have I really lost it this time? No. Last night happened. It was real. Angela called me. I was at All Safe. Evil Corp servers were compromised. Those are facts, not delusions. I know. I realize I'm saying all of this to an imaginary person. But I created you. I didn't create this. No mention of Mr. Robot anywhere. No mention of F Society. Not on any of the hacker boards. Not on IRC, forums, blogs. No one's heard of them. Property was owned by Fun Society Amusement, LLC for 13 years. Owner was shot and killed a year and a half ago. No owner since. And the ownership history before that sparse to non-existent. This guy's good. Very good. That'll be enough to turn them in. What's your ask, Mr. Robot? With those details plus a dictionary brute force attack, it'll take my program maybe 2 minutes to crack his password. What I wouldn't give to be normal. To live in that bubble. The reality of the naive. That's how I justify this. To keep their optimism intact. To protect them. How he's too old to have a complicated password. It had to have been a combination of these things. I'm missing something. Michael Hansen isn't his real name. I never want to be right about my hacks, but people always find a way to disappoint. Michael Hansen now gets filed away among the others. Forever buried in my digital cemetery. The look of disillusionment. He told her. She cried all night. Now comes the sadness. I don't like seeing her sad. It's happening. 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 Please tell me you're seeing this too. Hey man. What, you think forgot about you. Trust me, I need you now more than ever. We gotta get to work. Hacking Tyrell Wellick, you'd think he'd be tricky, but it wasn't. Evil Corp's corporate mail servers, they haven't patched anything since Shell Shock. He doesn't even use two-step verification. His password was just his wife's maiden name and Sweden's Independence Date 6-6. 1 6 away from the obvious, but still, this is bad noob practice. These emails. His life, it's nice, happy, perfect. This doesn't make sense. Did he know I was gonna hack him? Did he let me? I'm gonna need to wipe everything. What the hell am I doing? This chick is out of her mind, batshit crazy. I gotta go back, tell Gideon everything. He'll understand, right? He'll know what to do. Does she see them too? But what if Tyrell finds out? What will he do? Shit. There's basically no scenario in which I'm not getting killed or going to jail. For all we know, I could be walking into a trap right now. We could be dead the second I walk through that door. Fernando Vera, Shayla's supplier, one of the worst human beings I've ever hacked. His password? Eat a dick 6969. Aside from the massive amounts of money he spends on porn and webcams, he does all his drug transactions through emails, IMs, Twitter. The fact that the cops haven't caught him yet is beyond me. If they had half a brain cell, they'd be able to crack his gang's simplistic code, if it can even be called that. After only a couple of hours of timing his tweets with related news articles, I figured out that Biscuit and Clickety clearly reference guns. Food, seashells, or gas for bullets. And the ultimate, rock to sleep early. I haven't made the direct connection to a hit yet, but the math of guns plus bullets usually adds up to one thing. I've thought about turning him in, but he's Shayla's only supplier. I take him down, I lose my drugs, and with everything going on right now, I can't have that. The lockpick, every hacker's favorite sport. The perfect system to crack, mostly because unlike virtual systems, when you break it, you can feel it, you can see it, you can hear it. But he definitely does. There it is again, the invisible hand at work, controlling us, even if it pushes us past our threshold of pain. Choices. Maybe Mr. Robot's right. That's what this is all about. The yeses and nos of life. But do we decide them, or do they decide us? Fernando Vera. I get rid of him, I get rid of my drug dealer supplier. I get rid of the morphine. And the pain I've been holding in comes rushing out. Sure, I can try to find another dealer, but like Vera said, no one on the streets deals Suboxone. I could go back to digitally counterfeiting scripts, but farmers spend a lot of dough protecting their wares. Most places only take paper scripts. Continuously getting legit refills isn't realistic, and neither is being a junkie. So I quit cold turkey or let Vera exist. I know what you're thinking. The answer's too obvious. Vera may have been groping Shayla before, but he's graduated to rape. Just like Shayla, he's left me no choice. He can't be allowed to exist anymore. Most coders think debugging software is about fixing a mistake, but that's bullshit. Debugging's actually all about finding the bug, about understanding why the bug was there to begin with, about knowing that its existence was no accident. It came to you to deliver a message, like an unconscious bubble floating to the surface, popping with a revelation you've secretly known all along. I don't know why I'm saying all of this. Maybe it's because I'm pumped up on whatever legal drug dealers like Eli Lilly make money off nowadays. But usually it's because there's a sense it's coming. A bug buzzing its way towards me to gum up the works until it forces me to make a call. Kill me or embrace me. Or maybe I'm just freaking out because I never thought I'd wake up to find these two women staring back at me. Hospitals. A heavily networked one like this are almost too easy to hack. This is William Highsmith. He's not only the head of the IT department here. He is the IT department. He's also an idiot. Not that I blame him, because the people that hire him are also idiots. The poor guy only gets a budget of about $7,000 a year, and he's supposed to protect their network from people like me? He never stood a chance. He uses useless virus scans, dated servers, and security software that runs on Windows 98. It's one of the reasons why I made this place my primary care facility. I can make my health records look like every other obedient zombie out there. Okay. You don't have to worry. I'm not gonna do morphine again. Mr. Robot may have found Evil Corp's bug, but he didn't find mine. That's the only way to protect myself. Never show them my source code. Close myself off. Create my cold, perfect maze where no one can ever find me. Did you hear that? I can't believe it. Is it really happening? F Society's finally over. What is this?
I just put all the elements
It's beautiful.
together.
I've never seen this before. She must...
Never posted online. I mean, a lot of them's they're not done.
She's got her own private maze, too.
It's like a lot of different pieces, from different things, like from my photographs or drawings, and I think there's this one. It's really corny, but it's like, it has everything, the kids and the...
Shayla's bug was always elusive to me. Maybe this was it. Wanting normalcy, but stuck in the outer fringes. Not knowing how to participate. Just like me. Bugs usually get a bad rap, but sometimes...
Don't let me down, okay?
When a bug finally makes itself known, it can be exhilarating. Like you just unlocked something. Because after all, a bug's only purpose, its only reason for existence, is to be a mistake that needs fixing. To help you right or wrong. And what feels better than that? The bug forces the software to adapt, evolve into something new because of it. Work around it or work through it. No matter what, it changes. It becomes something new. The next version. The inevitable upgrade. There it is. After all the searching, scraping, dusting, that's all that's left. One line. The last line. The consequences of busting Vera, meeting Mr. Robot, creating you. Everything till now, this moment. I chose this. I chose all of this. Depression, social anxiety, a day job, a night job, confusing relationships, others depending on me. Taking down the largest corporation in the world. And I chose it all. This line has wanted to own me my whole life. Steel Mountain. We're trying to penetrate a data security facility whose tagline literally is... Nothing is actually impenetrable. A place like this says it is, and it's close, but people still built this place. And if you can hack the right person, all of a sudden you have a piece of powerful malware. People always make the best exploits. I've never found it hard to hack most people. If you listen to them, watch them, their vulnerabilities are like a neon sign screwed into their heads. Mobley's a glutton. He lacks discipline from his urges.
I don't want to get bugs. They spread disease.
Romero is a know-it-all and a hypochondriac. Yes, I also have security flaws. I don't like being outside. I like morphine too much. I'm talking to you right now and you don't exist. It's no wonder Wikipedia is never accurate. Anyone can edit them. Well, not anyone. Nerds like Mobley built a lot of credit over the years with his 20,000 edits. And still people trust it, beholden to all the Mobleys of the world for their information. And that's why Bill Harper is a perfect exploit. Desperate enough for the business to break protocol and let me in. Lonely enough to break. Did he know I was gonna be here? Does he know why I'm here? Shit, he's gonna kill me. Goddamn withdrawals again. Or is it Tyra Wellick? Is she toying with me? What kind of game are we playing? Am I his malware? My father picked me up from school one day and we played hooky and went to the beach. It was too cold to go in the water, so we sat on a blanket and ate pizza. When I got home, my sneakers were full of sand and I dumped it on my bedroom floor. I didn't know the difference. I was 6. My mother screamed at me for the mess, but he wasn't mad. He said that billions of years ago, the world shifting and oceans moving brought that sand to that spot on the beach, and then I took it away. Every day, he said, we changed the world, which is a nice thought until I think about how many days and lifetimes I would need to bring a shoe full of sand home until there is no beach, until it made a difference to anyone. Every day we change the world, but to change the world in a way that means anything, that takes more time than most people have. It never happens all at once. It's slow, it's methodical, it's exhausting. We don't all have the stomach for it. Vera may be out of his mind, but yes, it is possible to hack into a prison's network. Most of them use regular industrial control systems. When you have control of that, you basically have control of the cell doors. But what these morons don't know is, it's almost impossible without any research. Vera's bro, Isaac. Something about him bugs me. And you know what I like to do when that happens. Sorry, I haven't talked to you in a while. I mean, it's only been a month, which I guess in the grand scheme of things isn't that long. Isn't our life like a blip in the cosmic calendar or something? So that's Shayla. A blip? Not even. Here one blip, gone the next. Makes me hate myself that I've already gotten used to the idea of her not being here. In a year, I'll maybe think about her every once in a while. Then she'll become an anecdote, a thing to say. I know a girl that died, with the added bonus of she died because of me. Maybe I should hate myself. She's getting rid of me, in case you're still trying to figure that out. Over 52 hours of Krista's voice bouncing around this room. She thinks she's a wasted echo. Maybe she is. I wonder how much time I've spent not listening to her in here. She wants more from me, but she doesn't believe in me. You? Are you on her side? I remember when I was a kid, I got into web design by ripping off sites I liked. All you had to do was view source on your browser, and there it was, the code. You could copy-paste it, modify it a little, put your name on it, and like that, it was your site. View source. What if we had that for people? Would people really want to see? Find someone to be your honest self with. Bullshit. This is all I have left of her. I will miss her. I need to wipe again. 50 hours and 20 minutes left. I need to figure this out. Gideon's been spying on me the whole time. Honeybot's service order. Shit. I gotta do that now. Security token. Gideon's phone. I need his phone. 50 hours and 19 minutes left. Damn, she infected me with her time paranoia. We're all living in each other's paranoia. You definitely can't argue that. Is that why everyone tries to avoid each other? I need to calm down. I wish I could be an observer like you. Then I could think more calmly. This is comfortable. Less stressful. In fact, I feel like I can see everything, know everything this way. Do you know more than me? That wouldn't be fair. My imaginary friend knowing more than me. So what would you do now? We need a distraction to get Gideon's phone. He can help.
My boss had always said Gideon.
Sometimes it's hard to listen to an explanation, even when it's from myself. Especially when it's from myself. It would be so much easier to only pay attention when I needed to.
Yeah.
To just arrive at the conclusion. Is that what you do? 100 large MMS files to Gideon's phone drained it. The distraction is momentary. Hopefully all I need. In 90 seconds this code will change. If I don't log in with it on my computer before then, I'll lose everything to time. 60 seconds. White Rose was right. We run from one deadline to the next. I know. You thought I didn't put the code in time, but I had to hide it quickly before Gideon saw it. Sorry. Have I told you what I saw when I hacked Gideon? When I peeked into his secrets, I saw a good, honest man. Gideon was wrong. I am finished here. I'm no good for him or this place. He was only protecting his people. But me? I'm doing this to protect everyone. Darlene and I would hide in movie theaters all day. Darlene would sing Frere Jacques. She rode her scooter in front of our house. I'm crazy. She tried to run away in the 3rd grade. If I didn't remember, they slept in the same bed when Darlene was mean to. Why did I forget? I remember the years. I forget. Criticism. Crazy. Are you freaking out? Tell me the truth. Were you in this the whole time? Thank goodness. How can I just forget her like that? A whole person, a relationship, for some reason, without any even memory. I'm crazy. I should have stayed on the meds. I'm crazy. I'm out of my mind. I knew it. I should have never created you. I should have listened to Krista. I avoid myself. Why? I'm afraid. Okay. Afraid of what? Finding too much. Too little? Nothing at all? Do I even exist? See me. Elliot Alderson. I am here. Now I'm gone. Nothing. No identity. I'm a ghost. Did I erase myself? Today started just like yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that, and every day for the last month. A loop. My perfectly constructed loop. At 2 p.m., we'll check out a basketball game. Hot Carla, the local pyro, is usually there. She's become like my personal totem. I still don't understand why people like sports. They get so emotional over the weirdest things. But I do see the beauty in the rules, the invisible code of chaos, hiding behind the menacing face of order. At 4:30 p.m., I clean up around the house again. At 6 p.m., I have dinner with Leon.
So maybe I just need to make peace with it, you know what I'm saying?
As you can tell, we eat most meals together.
Like,
it keeps my regimen intact.
Overwhelm me.
2 days a week, I go to a church group. I don't get the rules here either, but I need to keep socializing myself. It's good for me. Besides, these people seem normal. Amen. And then I go to bed. My mom has no computer or internet access to tempt me into the night. All that's left for me is just ordinary analog sleep, ending the day's loop. You might not think it's a way to live, but why not? Repeating the same tasks each day without ever having to think about them. Hello again. Yes, I'm talking to you this time. I'm sure you wanted to hear what I told Krista back there, but I'm not ready to trust you yet, not after what you did. You kept things from me, and I don't know if I can tell you secrets like before. Friends are supposed to be honest with each other, and you weren't. Why did Tyrell let this happen? He was with me. I told him the whole plan. He was gonna stop it. A simple program, a worm that can make data unreadable. Malware that took Darlene maybe 2 hours to code. Is that really all it takes to kill the world? Shouldn't I be enjoying this? Why am I even looking for Tyrell? Isn't this what we wanted? So this is what a revolution looks like. People in expensive clothing running around. Not how I pictured it. I wonder what stage they're at. Denial, muttering to themselves, no, this can be fixed. Maybe bargaining, forcing their techs to work overtime to try to decrypt our data. Or have they come to the realization yet that Darlene encrypted everything with 256-bit AES, and it would take an incomprehensible amount of time to crack? That all of their data is actually gone. For good. No, I have to find him. I have to know what happened. Tyrell Wellick's gone. I wake up in his SUV and the world's about to fall apart. I know this looks bad, but I'm sure there's an explanation. Don't think that. We'll find him. He's gotta be somewhere. My dad, Mr. Robot, whatever the hell he is, if he's not gonna show up, maybe he got sloppy. Left behind a clue.
All right, come out! Come out now! Come on!